answering A and J.
Okay, am I back?
Oh, yeah, you're froze up. What happened?
Yeah. Can you start the show without me, Grant, while I get this all fixed?
Sure. Are we live?
Yes, we are live.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Kohl Outdoors in the morning. We got A&J Outdoors, Bass Camo, Muskie Hans, and we have Steve from Sentinel Decoys this morning. As soon as we get our technical difficulties figured out, we will be talking to Steve.
You can talk to him now.
Rocky Top, Florida. Good morning. Good times outdoors. Let a few people get in here. Muskie Hans says the bottle bass are biting. Not sure what a bottle bass is.
Me neither. Okay, I'm back. Okay, welcome, guys, and we're going to play the intro right now. That was horrible. Right off the bat, I started having difficulties.
And get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Shannon Naylor got me. John Smith, good morning.
Okay, everybody, let me welcome you guys all to Kohl Outdoors. We have a great show. We have a great guest today, and Steve Henson of Sentinel Decoys, and he's going to talk about his decoys and why they are such great items to have, especially if you're a deer hunter or a turkey hunter. They make both types of decoys, and they're absolutely awesome. So, Steve, can you tell us a little bit about your decoys?
Well, about 5 years ago, I was always a guy that used silhouettes, 2D, and had a couple of deals with some nice bucks where they came in, they circled around the decoy, and when you circle around a decoy and it's only 2D, you get to the point where it's no D. It's just nothing. And had that happen a couple times in a short amount of time, it really upset me, So I figured, hey, I'm going to put a front on this 2D decoy. I'm going to put a rear on it so they got something to look at as they're circling, which is just a real common thing, with a deer's going to try to circle a decoy and get downwind of it. It's just real common. So I put a front on it, and it kind of found me, the whole 3D part of it. Where you have this animation. I put it together, filmed it, and brought it in. The wife and I looked at it and said, "Well, that thing looks like it's looking at you going all the way around." So it started with that. And I used to make a full body. You don't see that anymore. I had a full body with this type of bust here, like I got over here. You can see it, but I tried to put it in the frame a little bit, but ended up with just this bust, and tried to make a decoy that's lightweight, folds up nice, and is effective, So that's kind of how it got all started.
Well, that's absolutely awesome. So how much success have you had using this decoy?
Well, that's what happens. I think probably happens with you, Derek. You start getting involved in this stuff, and you don't have as much time as you'd like to go out and do it, But, this year I went out, and it was real late in the bow season, but it was an evening. I just went out, and the wind changed on me. I popped out of my stand, and I just went and sat down in this little grassy area, kind of, tall weeds, and sat down real low and put my decoy about 30 feet to the left of me. And it wasn't 5 minutes later, I had a doe circling the decoy. And here come this. Yeah, it was a 6-point. He looked a lot nicer coming from my side. Looked like a nice 8, but he had a funky other side, But I nailed him at about 6 yards, from off the ground, and he was totally focused on this decoy. So, that kind of thing. And, the other people, that have come through getting personal bests and stuff. So I'm real happy with it.
He was totally focused on this decoy. So, that kind of thing. And, the other people, personal best and stuff. So I'm real happy with it. He was totally focused on this decoy. So, that kind of thing. And, the other people.
Okay. I'm hearing you, Bass Camel. You need to put your stuff on silent.
Somehow, yeah, it started coming through.
Yep. Okay, Steve, you can keep going.
Okay, that's cool. But so I've had a lot of people, just giving me real good feedback on it, and different people are using it. They tell me they can, direct the deer. You put it in the right spot, you can get them between you and them so that their focus is on the decoy away from you. That's probably one of the biggest things I hear is, they get the focus on them because, they come up to this thing and I've done a ton of trail cam filming and I've got to see a deer spook from this thing. Their interest, but not spooked, so that goes a long way. If you can get a deer interested and looking for 30 seconds, you got a pretty good chance of a shot.
Oh, yeah, especially if you can get them to stop and look.
Absolutely. And I mean, you can see into some of that stuff I sent you, Derek, they stop and they're staring. That's just a common thing. They just are really looking at this. And since it's a 3D and 360, they look at it one and they circle it and they look at it again and it's still looking at them. That's implied movement to this deer. This deer turned and looked at them. So they're pretty convinced it's something.
Yeah, the 3D definitely in that video behind Derek definitely looks 3D. It looks like the deer is following you around.
What materials is it made out of, Steve?
All right, so it's corrugated plastic, and it was kind of, when I first started making them, I was just using a white corrugated plastic and then doing all the painting, but I eventually found a brown, so that's a nice base brown corrugated plastic. That's the same stuff your average political sign's made out of, and I found the brown, and on my turkeys, I use a base black. So both them colors really make a difference, and it cuts down on the painting tremendously.
Oh, thanks.
So are you in any stores? Or you just sell online?
I'm just online right now. It's maybe time to make that next move. But I've done a little bit of talking now with some people. So but it's been an online. I wanted to get the confidence up that that was a worker and didn't have issues, and I don't have issues with it. It's a worker.
Okay.
How does it install in the ground, Steve, with conditions like wind or weather related stuff?
Okay, so it handles any of the weather. I mean, that stuff is just brutally tough. Now, as far as the wind goes, what I use is a center fiberglass stake. I've tried all kinds of materials, and I find a steel was just too rigid. If you have the fiberglass, it gives that little bit of flexibility to it, and it really hangs in there. The legs are tight. They fold up, but they're real tight. So that little tripod, because there's 3 legs, and the fiberglass stake, and the way it's put together there, where it holds together really well, it really does well in the wind. It really does.
Awesome.
What about your turkey decoys?
Okay, turkey decoys, again, corrugated plastic, a little bit different. See here a little bit, so I hold it up here a little bit for you. That's one thing about this now. See, I'm a little different than a lot of guys on this subject, okay? And it's another artistic deal. If you notice, it's blurry. There's no great detail here, okay? It's not a lot of detail going on. It's a what you would call a fuzzy edge. And that's another way you imply movement. Okay. From a distance, if you have a fuzzy, everybody wants the perfect details. But before they made motion pictures, it's one of the artistic things they did is soft edges. Soft edges. If you think about Mona Lisa, the painting, she's got fuzzy edges. And if you look at her, she's a little bit spooky because it's almost like she's got a little life to her, right? So that's one of the things I do. My detail isn't tight. My detail's fuzzy, and that's very intentional for that reason because it gives it a more lifelike deal.
Animals aren't perfect.
Excuse me?
Animals aren't perfect, so that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely. And it's just that the soft edge things are a little bit different. On if you think about animation as an animation, because this is really animation, is you got all these pictures going around here. So you got a series of basically 6 pictures. Now, as this picture goes by and you lose that little bit of detail here, that implies movement. It's just like any animation, they take something away, it seems like something moved. So it's kind of the same idea.
So can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Well, I'm a long-time deer hunter. I'm 58, and I've been hunting since I was about 15 years old. So, and I'm a golf course superintendent. So, I'm out in the field every day. I got deer on my course, see them every day, talk to them. I mean, they're not pinned in, they're just coming through, right? So, I got a lot of just field time with animals and stuff like that. And, another thing I used to do is I did a lot with dogs. I did dog tracking. I was actually ran dog AKC dog tracking trials. I showed dogs. I did a lot with dogs. So that just gives you a little insight into how animals think a little bit. Um, like I would say, like in this instance, one of the key things here with my decoy is when they first see the decoy, it's looking at them. I think that is so crucial as compared to I'm going to call it a yard statue sitting out there that might be sitting in any direction. They come in, they'll try to make a sound, try to get this other decoy to look at them. This, as soon as they look at it, it's looking at them. That's crucial. Crucial. You don't get put that suspicion. If you think about it, like dogs, and this is where I'll go back to the dog thing. If you got a little bit of food in your pocket, that dog, he ain't leaving you alone until he figures out where that food went or something. You put something in an animal's mind, it's hard for him to get out. You put a little suspicion in an animal's mind, he ain't giving it up. That's what he's thinking about until something changes. Now, in this situation, that's exactly what a deer would be doing, is looking back at the deer. Okay, he heard the sound, so he's looking back. So that's the first thought is a good thought. That's what a deer should be doing. I think it's crucial.
So, do you ever add like sense in that to your actual decoys to give them the idea that not just the sight, the smell, and the idea of movement?
Okay, so I'm not big on scents. Not that I don't believe in them. I don't personally, and it was a lot to do with just trying to prove that this decoy worked on its own. So I wasn't throwing out. You won't see my none of those videos I sent you have got anything but natural browse. There's no food on the ground, nothing like that, no scents, nothing like that. And I honestly think that I'm a little better off without the scents because I want them to keep looking for that scent. They'll come up and they'll stand 10 feet away in dead calm weather, and the deer will stand there and he figures, well, here in a minute, I'm going to be able to smell that deer. So I'm not big on them. I'm not against them. I'm not, sense or sense, right? I just haven't really used them. A lot of guys do, off to the side or something, but I've never been told by any of the people who've been successful that, hey, I was using doe and heat and that seemed to make the difference. So I've never heard that one at all. Because a lot of guys like a buck decoy anyways, so, that's just how it is.
So I'm going to play one of the videos right now for everyone. They can watch them, see these decoys in action. Let me present this to everyone. We're going to play this one here.
Yeah, that's out in some. They're in some jewel weed there, you know. That's
Yeah.
pretty good at doe there, you know. She's just they'll come and hang out and watch this decoy, and they'll just sit there and feed along with them and hang out with them, you know. It's just, but that's in jewel weed, which is pretty prevalent out on the course. It's on my golf course here.
Okay.
But, you know, there's nothing tame about these deer. They're just wild deer. They're come and go like nothing. So.
And we'll play another one of these. These I picked some of the shorter ones here.
He's a beauty, right? I get a lot of that. You know, but he's looking for scent. He's probably picked up on my scent more than anything. You know, me just setting that up maybe a day ahead of time. He's kind of picked up. But you can see he's feeding now. That's in jewel weed too, and he's feeding away, you know. They just come up and start feeding around it and move on. They don't run from it, you know. It's right there in front of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's your scenario right there. You know, that's up a little bit higher trail cam, but you know, that buck and that actual footage there is a full 30 seconds of that buck staring at the opposite. That's a great setup right there, where you got an opening in the woods. You put that decoy on the other side, and you got a trail going down the middle, and you get the deer to stop in that trail, look the other direction. That's a full 30 seconds. I'm drawing and shooting. He ain't that big, but you know, maybe in a couple of years he'd be the shooter, right? You know, but that's just he's just stopped right there.
So my question is, do you ever have the bucks attack the buck decoys?
Oh, I didn't send you any of those, huh?
You might have. I had to go.
No, I don't. I probably didn't. In that little the one where I did 17 minutes with the bachelor group going in there, about halfway through that they smashed the decoy down. But it actually is a. I just tend to. I'm a doe decoy guy, you know. I just am, because I think you can use it about any time during the season. Other people just believe in bucks, and there's been a lot successful in that. I sell about half and half bucks, half does to people. I'm kind of more of a doe one myself, but these guys are getting them. But I've had my doe decoys knocked down 3 times that I know of, just flattened. And the funny thing is once they're flat on the ground, they just start whooping on it. If you in that one other video there, that 17 minutes, he's just stomping on that decoy on the ground. And I mean, they just stomp it because it's looking at him. You see, once it's flat on the ground, it's looking at him. And apparently they don't like that. You know, so.
Yeah, so was that decoy completely destroyed?
No, actually, no. They hold up pretty good. In fact, the one that's on my Twitter picture there, that's the same decoy. It's been knocked down 3 times.
Wow. So we're going to take our first commercial break while I kind of set stuff back up, since I have a minute to work turn them. And then we'll be right back, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the decoys, and we're going to go into how much, where they can buy them, and all that too.
Hey, we're gonna give one away too, Derek. Right? We're gonna give one away. We're giving this one away right here, man.
Okay, so we're gonna do that at the very end of the segment.
All right, sounds great.
So we're gonna get as many people as possible in here. So if you guys haven't already shared this out, please go and share this out during the commercial break, please.
Somebody's re-upping on some red oak.
Wow, nothing's working today. Oh, let's try a different commercial. So we're back, guys, and if someone was looking to buy one of your decoys, where would they have to go to get one?
Okay, I'm at deardecoy.org. They're on there. I usually sell my stuff kind of seasonally here. So, long about June, I'll have a little bit different deer decoy again. I just tend to do that. Not that they're not available, but I do kind of change the models and upgrade them every year. So, if somebody's interested, for next year, I just suggest wait until June or something. I usually do a couple upgrades and, I keep my prices as fair as I can, So, the turkey decoys are available now. I got, I saw a three hen package with a bag, these feeder hens, and that's what I got going on right now.
Yeah, and turkey season just around the corner. What is it, about a month and a half away here in Michigan, so a couple months away. How much are people going to be looking at paying for the turkey decoys this year?
Well, this 3 feeder hen set with the bag is 30 or 42 is what I got it at this year. And the success of them, this is what they're all about. Is that bag is nice. The feeder hens, the 3 of them fit in the bag, and that fits real perfectly in a backpack. Now, I realized when I got into the turkey decoys, just about everybody's got turkey decoys already, right?
Yes.
So you got 1 or 2, you got your Jake, you got whatever you might have. Most people don't carry more than 1 or 2 with them out in the field. So the success of these came with, in particular, when you got henned up gobblers, okay, and you got yourself a flock of mixed bag there, that throwing out these extra 3 hens with whatever you got became a big success story last year, because now these hens will come in and they're going to come in there, that boss hen, she's going to come in, hey, not every time, you got to be a good caller and everything like that, but they will come into this small flock, where you would have 4 or 5 decoys now out. So, doing your usual stuff, but when times get tough and them gobblers are talking to you, but they ain't walking towards you, if you can get them to look at you with the 5 decoys out, because, who's carrying 5 decoys, full-size body? They're just not. So these, you throw them up, and if you notice, these feeder hens, they're looking away from you all the time. Same deal. It's the same deal, except they're not looking at you. They're looking away from you. And, most of your turkey hunters are going to tell you, hey, set your hens up so the business end is pointing towards the gobblers if you can get away with it. Well, in this situation, they're always that way. So now when that boss hen, she comes in there, she might come in there cutting and looking for a fight, but ain't nobody looking at her. She's just going to start feeding like the rest of them. So that's what I'm getting out of the field. From the that's the feedback I got, and these guys were doubling down because they're bringing the whole flock in.
So how much do those 3 decoys weigh to carry them out?
The 3 hens with the bag is less than 2 pounds.
Yeah, that's amazing. Because I know I do a lot of hiking into where I'm turkey hunting, and sometimes those decoys get heavy.
And I don't have anything against people's decoys, but this is just a nice little sight. You can put it in your backpack, so when the time's right, you can pop them up. I had a couple guides call me up last year and just say, hey, they were something. They're a lot better decoy than they were last year when I first come out with them. They're real stable, and I got my I want to give a big shout out to my guy Turkey Man on Twitter. He's the guy that really got me into it, and he directed me a long time away. Turkey Man on Twitter, he's the guy.
So when you were designing the buck decoys, how did you come up with the exact design that you're using?
Well, back to that 2D thing, kind of one thing went to another, but you know, this design here really just came out of trying to put a front on, and it just, I mean, literally was by accident. I tried it with a 4-way at first, but and if you notice something about this too, this is something that people really don't notice. And I'm trying to bring it in here best I can. So you got this part right here. She's looking right at you, right? Okay. Now I'm just going to turn her. If you look at it there, look at the ears. This is what I'm trying to show you right now. See these ears? They're coming at you. They're forward at you. But I'm just going to go, and if this deer walks 10 feet around like this, that ear disappears, you see. All right. Now, these ears are pointed back. So not only do you change the entire look, but the actual attitude of the decoy changes too. It's a very subtle thing. But I've noticed on my video cams, when these deer knock it down, they're coming from that direction with these ears tied back like that, because it looks like mama's a little upset, So that's what I'm seeing with it. So, but that's it. It was really by accident. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and one thing which I've noticed in my hunting experiences, I've always used. I'm a call guy. I like to call my deer in, and when you add like one of those targets that you shoot at out there, it makes a world of a difference, because then they got something to focus on coming in, and they kind of will let the guard down around the sides. Is that how most of your hunters are using them?
Absolutely. Yeah, you're going to use the call. The calls to me the key. I mean, I'll go call over scents any day. I've always been a call person, and variety of stuff you can do with that. But you want to match what they're looking at. If it's a doe, you want to use your bleat. And if it's a buck, you're going to want to grunt a little bit, but nothing too aggressive. And really, once they see it, you're probably better off getting off it. Once they see the decoy and they're coming in, because they tend to come in pretty good and pretty strong. And I always tell my people, look at the decoy, but give yourself that 10 feet around it for your shot, because they're never going to typically don't come right up to the decoy. And I'll tell you why. See this, when they look at it, this is a doe. It's a adult doe looking right them in the face. So they don't want to come up right to her face, because they're going to get kicked in the face if they get too close. So they tend to stand off about 10 feet and just stand there. You're shooting then. If you ain't shooting then right, that's the shot time.
Yeah. And another thing to remember is when deer come in, they'll actually circle you. Especially the big old bucks. They seem to circle you multiple times before they come into any target. So using controlling your own sense is a must. It doesn't matter if you're got a decoy out there, if you're using scents out there. If you don't control your own sense, it's not going to help you at all.
That's right. They will come if you're close on that decoy. They'll come in pretty hard and around behind you. Now if you're up in a tree, but they do the bigger buck. He'll make a beeline and make a circle, and it isn't right around the decoy. It might be, and I've had this end up right underneath you. I mean, that's very common. They'll just end up right underneath you, because they're not looking at the decoy all the time. They're making a beeline to get downwind. That's what they want to do.
Yeah, they're trying to get us. They're trying to smell the decoy. They're using some of the other senses. Deer, when you're hunting deer, are just like any other animal. They use the sight, the sense. They use all the senses: the sight, the smell, the feel if they get close enough. And that is what can separate you from another hunter, is understanding that how their senses actually work. And the decoys are great for the sight ones, for the sight. And when you add it with the call, you're adding 2 senses to it, and it's very, very effective, especially 3D 3D decoys like these.
I'll tell you another thing too that I don't know people realize it either. I mean, being around the golf course, I see this as a common thing. If you get a deer out in the open, they tend to not pay as much attention to the wind. I get deer running down these fairways with the wind because they're using their eyes. You know, they're a little more confident to run in an open area, you know, not into the wind, but with the wind just to get somewhere because they can see. Okay, so if you set your decoy up in an open area, you have a pretty good chance of, because you're already set up for the wind. So a buck comes out of the field across from you and the wind's coming your direction. He's not, you know, he'll see that decoy and he's a little more likely because he can see to come with the wind. If that makes sense.
That makes completely sense to me. One thing which I think a lot of hunters they don't understand is deer will act by instinct. If you're using a grunt call, they're coming in looking for a deer to fight. The bleat one, they're looking for to come in to mate.
Yeah, I'm you know, the fight thing. I get that a lot. I see guys and they use it. They sure use it, and there's a lot of guys that are successful with that. You know, I just like to see something I can use all the time. You know, so I'm not throwing a buck up until probably, you know, right into rut.
Yeah, but another thing, which I'm just kind of curious if you're using if you had the buck and you're using antlers to rattle them in, that might bring them in right to fight the decoy.
Yeah, some aggressive. I love being aggressive. I like a two-man system when they're rattling myself. I really do. I like a guy on the ground that's hiding, and if you're going to rattle, you might as well be aggressive and you know, make a buck fight if that's what you're going to do. And I love being on the ground and trying to call him in for another guy up in the tree. You know, to me, that's just a great tactic to use. You know, hide and just make it sound like a buck fight. If you're going to go that route, go big. That's been my theory. It's worked, you know.
Oh yeah, and
Eric, I know we gave out Steve's website where you can find the decoys. This morning we also found Steve on Twitter at Steven Hinson 5. We connected with him over there, so anybody on Twitter can also find Steve over there.
Absolutely, man. That's where I hang out. I got a Facebook account. I got an Instagram account, but I hang out on Twitter. That's my home. You know, it's about all I can handle, right?
We will see you over there for sure.
Yeah, I enjoy Twitter. I enjoy the people on it. You know, I met a lot of people, and they've helped me with my decoys. I love the feedback from people because they've helped me with these decoys, no doubt about it. And that's a lot of what I've been doing is just trying to get them out in people's hands, get them out there hunting. I'm not going to go over here to a fenced area and just get some nice video. That just ain't my style. I'm just a straight out guy when it comes to that kind of stuff. I don't see the necessity, you know, to do that type of thing, you know. So, you know, I like the stories of the guys with the personal best. That's good enough for me.
Yep. Guys in the woods know best.
Yeah, I try being active both on Twitter and here. I kind of abuse my Twitter up a little bit. I haven't been keeping up there like I should, but I tried being active in both places.
I've got a lot. I mean, I just throw out some YouTube videos once in a while, you know, and I have for a few years and stuff. And it's amazing how many people come and search me out of YouTube, you know, so it's a great forum for sure.
Oh, yeah. In this morning show, it usually averages between 40 to 50 people. We're down at only have 18 right now. Someone else must be live taking all that thunder.
It's undercut you there. Oh, yeah. Well, I tried to get them to come on, man. You know, I was trying to work that a little bit. I just hit 3,000 followers on Twitter, and you know, that was an event for me. So that's quite a big deal for me. So that's why I'm getting out this decoy. I got a nice little bunch of names here, you know, ready to go for my little retweet deal there, and you know, I really want to get some turkey decoys out there. So I want you to spin some names out of them 18 people, and we'll get some turkey decoys or somebody too.
Awesome. I did retweet that too.
Hey, you know, that's just how I go about it. You know, I'm not. I was talking about dogs earlier. I spent a lot of time at dog shows, so going to outdoor shows wasn't exactly my bag. I'm just too busy, you know, with my work and everything. You know, like I was telling you when we were going to do this 2 weeks ago. You know, I did an all-nighter, right? You know, and I didn't think I could do it, and then what happens? Last night, so I'm sitting here doing the all-nighter, you know, but I'm all right. I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm excited to be here, man. I was gonna do it no matter what today. So that's what happened to me last night.
Yeah, honestly, I'm getting really close to 1K over on Twitter, which is absolutely awesome. I don't do a lot over there, and I'm almost to 1K already.
There you go. That's what it's about, you know.
But that's where I find all my guests for my show is over on Twitter, and I try to bring them over this way, and I think it works out quite well. And I've met some great people like Jeff over here. He's an absolutely great person.
Thank you.
No, I enjoy the Twitter. You know, it's a more interactive. Instagram, you know, it's a nice place to store stuff. You know, I got a lot of video stuff over there and everything like that. You know, but I don't go through it too much. But I like the interaction on the Twitter account.
Yeah, I think Jeff likes coming here because his channel grows every single time he comes in here. He started at
we're working on growing a few different things. You know, the Prostaff, the channel. Why not? I like the people.
Hey, what did you start at when you started coming in here, Jeff? I think you were less than 200, right?
Yeah, I was right around the 200 mark, and we just hit 450 last night, and we're gonna give away a Prostaff sweepstakes decal today. We got our names in the hat too for that today.
There we go.
Yeah, somebody's gonna get a nice lucky decal today, and we're gonna also be picking a Prostaff intern this week, and then hopefully heading to 500, and we're gonna do it all again.
So you guys are trying to win one of these here. And I have a Decoy up here too. DK Cal. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I had you guys back to back originally, and I couldn't say decal because I kept saying decoy during the show because I was always thinking about my next show originally. Hey, R5 Adventures is in the house, everybody.
Hey, R5. Saw you last night, Mike.
Oh. AJ just asked me where everyone's at. Saturday and Sunday shows always tend to be a little smaller for some reason.
People sleeping in, I guess.
Yeah. So let's get back to our topic. We're getting distracted, guys. We're gonna play a commercial before we can get back on topic. Let's do this. It also gives us a break if we went during commercial breaks. Okay, everybody, welcome back. That's exactly enough time to go to use the bathroom and get back. Okay, so we're going to get back on topic here. We're in the last 20 minutes of the show, and I think we're going to give away a decoy right now.
Sounds awesome, man. I love giving away decoys.
Oh yeah, someone's gonna get really lucky.
Oh yeah, I mean, it just works for me. That just seems to be a great forum, a great way. That's how I figure out my advertising is just giving some decoys away on different times, and it's really worked for me to help build the thing and made some great friends, and so I'll do it. I don't know. We'll see who it is today. I'll try to be real fair here. I'll just put that in the thing, and I won't be over here, right?
He's a Kohl Outdoors.
I got to put my glasses on to read this. Let's see, because I only got the tag. Oh, CCO Outdoors.
Who?
CCO Outdoors.
Oh, awesome. CCO is lucky.
Yeah, man. No, they've been following me for a while. They're good people, right? Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool, man. I'm glad they do it.
So I want to thank you for coming today, and you've shared so much knowledge with us. I have learned a lot today, and you have some awesome products coming out. And if they wanted to buy a decoy, when would be a good time for them to buy a deer decoy?
I look at June. I try to have everything ready by June for deer, and these hens are going out, the door right now. So, the turkey now and deer later. I do kind of do it seasonally. That's just kind of how I roll around here. So long about June, I'll have something new out. Contact me on Twitter. I'm always looking to talk to people before you buy. Contact me. Let's talk. I'm glad I'm a real sucker to give people deals all the time, right? So,
well, would you like to come back on the show sometime in June and really start promoting your new decoys?
That'd be awesome, man. I look forward to that. I really appreciate it.
We'll send an email back and forth. We'll set it up, and by then my channel should be about 4,000 or 5,000 strong. So
there you go.
I'm growing every single day. I'm almost at 2K here. And we'll set up during the middle of the week when I got my largest numbers of people in here.
That'd be awesome, man. Hey, Derek, I want you to pick somebody for some turkey decoys, all right? Off of your list there, okay? Whoever's on there, pick somebody.
I'll pick somebody? Okay.
Somebody, and then just go ahead. Out of them 18 people, I'll get them some turkey decoys.
Oh, we have 20 people in here right now.
There you go, man.
So I'll pick a number between 1 and 20. And I'm just going to pick someone randomly off the list.
16.
16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, Stanley Orchard is one of the turkey decoys.
Awesome. Send me his information when you get it, okay, Derek?
Okay. Stanley Orchard, you have won the turkey decoys. And okay, I'm a
rock and roll, man. That's awesome. Let's get them out there. Let's kill some birds.
Oh yeah, and make sure if you get a bird with them, make sure you put them into your make sure you make a video and post it on Kohl Outdoors Facebook group where I can share it with the Centennial decoys.
Absolutely, man.
He's like, I was 16. No, I actually just counted down the list, guys. Everyone's excited. I think that was the best way to do it, don't you, Grant?
Definitely.
You'll eventually, Hubert. Well, I'll see you later, see you later, Steve. Thanks for coming.
All right, man. Thanks for having me. Take care, guys.
And I'll contact with you. We'll do this again in June when you get ready to start putting those new ones on the market, okay?
Sounds cool, man. Absolutely. Thanks a lot, man.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Good fishing, everybody. All right. Take care.
Hey, we do have an ice fishing tournament coming up, Steve.
Oh, yeah. I see the perch there, man. I was out fishing 2 days ago. I got a nice 14-inch splake trout, which is really cool, man. So I'm pumped, man. I'm ready to do some ice fishing here at the end of the year.
Oh, on Saturday, we are doing a YouTube-wide perch tournament. And anyone can enter and they can fish any lake they want, and we're taking the 10 biggest perch by length to win.
That's crazy, man. That's some tough competition you got going on out there, man. Oh, that'll be great. That'll be awesome.
I'm going to fish on Tallis Bay, so good luck, everybody.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
And Tallis Bay is known for the 14, 15-inch perch.
You got that right. Absolutely, Steve.
So if you want to be part of it, all you need to do is go over and join the Kohl Outdoors community on Facebook, and then repost the advertisement up, and you can be a member. You can go and be part of the tournament too.
Okay, man. I'll check it out.
Okay, thanks for doing that, man. I'll talk to you later, man. Have a good day.
All right, brother. Thank you.
And that was absolutely awesome having him today in here.
Yep, nice guy.
Oh, yeah. So, everyone, we are working on Waukee Top, Florida.
Can you hear that again?
Nightbot's saying annoying stuff. What's Nightbot saying? Nightbot's my yeah.
Josie's just giving Nightbot a hard time. That's all.
Oh. I seen Rock Top, Florida said, "Hey, Rock Top, Florida, Nightbot is not real."
I'm gonna go re-up on the coffee, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I just re-upped on my coffee.
Jeff's wife, Christy, I'm not sure if he meant if he was out of the deer decoys or not. She's asking if she ordered one now, would she have to wait till June to get it?
He was meaning that if you ordered it in June, you get the latest model, I think. He's coming out with new models in June, and it'd probably be the same exact price. Oh, that was absolutely awesome. I think I pulled that one out pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't realize the decoys were even set up like that with the different angles. Yeah. Looking at your video, I couldn't tell that until he said something about it, till he showed it.
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
And he'll be back in June, guys, and you guys will... Yeah, till June. Stanley won. Hey, Stanley, if you'd send me your info, I'll share it along over to him, and he'll send you your turkey decoys. That was absolutely awesome. Stanley just won some $44 decoys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to have him pick just a random number on there. I was hoping he'd pick my number. Awesome, Rocky Top, Florida. So, Rocky Top, Florida, is he grown? Has he hit that 100 yet?
I think he was at 98.
Oh, everyone, come on, guys. Get him up to 100. Oh, yeah, I gotta go find this channel. I think we always had a YouTube channel until he said he did. I'm going to go over here and make sure you join him on Twitter. And you can send messages to him over there. Yeah, all that talk back and forth, he never even mentioned he had a YouTube channel.
He doesn't have any subscribers, and he's got 2 videos.
Oh, okay. And I don't know, we sent 100 messages back and forth.
Well, he's got a Steve Henson YouTube and a Sentinel Decoys YouTube, both.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a Twitter, guys. So make sure you guys go over there and join his nation over there of 3,000 strong. Did I freeze up again?
No, you're good.
Man, this webcam going bad. That's what's going on right now, guys. It's not nothing to do with the OBS. It's the webcam. I just bought this webcam less than a month ago. And Rock Top hit 100, I think.
Nice. Jeff's wife, Christy, he said that you could reach him at Twitter, but he does have the website, deardecoy.org.
I don't want to.
Called him on Twitter this morning. I looked up his website. Got a nice operation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd looked at it a few times. I'd kind of already had it in my mind how I wanted to ask the questions this morning.
What you got to do?
then my webcam kept crashing.
I catch a big fish out on the lake, and people, oh man, you're always catching big fish. Luck favors the prepared.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to get him back here in June when he has his new models out. So I'm less than 300 from 2K. Is that amazing?
That is amazing.
Stay focused, Miyagi-san.
Yeah, yesterday I had over 50 people in the chat.
Yesterday we were rolling.
I don't know. It's these Saturday, Sunday shows that don't seem to get a lot of people, and you'd think it'd be the other way around.
You know what? Saturdays, sometimes people reserve that day because they're so busy during the work week to do errands and run around. And
yeah, the numbers didn't go, or the thinking of two things. They could be out fishing, you know.
Yeah.
I might be out tomorrow. That's why I'm in today, and I got a family pizza party I'm heading to this afternoon.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you one thing right now, and I'm going to ruin a little bit of a surprise here. Me and the wife were talking about going down right now to spend a day with Stanley Orchard and going out and doing some saltwater fishing. I have never been saltwater fishing, and I think that'd be absolutely awesome.
I went once this year, and I hadn't been in 3 and 4 years, and I caught a 26-inch albacore that is one of the harder species to catch, even if you're a regular ocean fishing person. I was stoked.
So we're just gonna line up our schedules where it works out right, but we only can stay for like 3 days. We have to fly out one night, stay and fish the next day, and have to be on the plane the next morning.
Yeah, it's hard to do, but try and look at your weather. But it's still hard to put all that together.
Yeah, especially when we want to do it in advance, where we can make sure everyone has the time off.
Yeah, when you're doing it in advance, you're almost rolling the dice with the weather.
Oh, I have warned him over and over and over about flooding my chat.
Can I hide him?
I'm just going to time him out.
Because I was making out a big long comment to him right now.
Oh, right. I'm gonna put him in timeout. Because it makes it almost impossible, guys, for me to go through here and catch up with the chat when I have one person flooding it a whole long ways.
He does that in every live stream I've ever seen him in.
Yeah. And I'm trying to interact over here on this side, and it's just really hard to do that when people are flooding my chat.
Right.
With spam. So I'm going to let the mods take care of it from here.
Good morning, Papa Rome's.
Jones wants me to kill my Nightbot. Then who would put in all my awesome links that he puts in for me? He doesn't do anything else but put links in. I was going to ask. Hey, what's up, Papa Rome's? You just missed Senator Decoys in here. It was an awesome show. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a couple more professional bass fishermen to come on the show. Oh, Hookin' TV, welcome.
Hookin' Hunt TV. I think I got him today.
But that was just my last warning. I put him in timeout. That was the last warning. Because I say something every single day to him. It feels like that, don't it, Grant?
Definitely.
But Stanley, are you busy right now? Can you come up on panel?
Thought we might even see Mike pop in and say good morning.
Oh, he might. He was going to help the wife learn how to fix some things. Mike was on panel for the first little bit.
He was on the pre-show.
He was on the pre-show. That was going to be the show. And then my reminder came up. I had this going on, and I feel bad because it would have been a lot better if I would have remembered. But when you change your date 2 or 3 times, it gets really hard to keep track of when people are coming.
Right.
Yep, said sure.
I'm getting dizzy, though, guys, so I'm going to take down the background.
Want to go run and get your gun.
Oh, yeah.
Pew, pew.
There we go. Let's see.
All right, Rocky Top, congratulations on 100.
There we go, guys. We'll go back up to the ice.
Great milestone.
Hey, he's setting his 100 and he's leaving. Hey, stay around, man. You'll grow a lot bigger, and you're gonna miss a chance to win a decal. Oh, wait a minute, he didn't enter a decal giveaway, did he?
I don't know. I had over 60 names this morning. I cut up all pieces and mixed them all up, and we'll do some more mixing now that we say.
Oh, Stanley's gonna come up here.
Oh, the last one. We better get that.
Hey, when do you want to do your giveaway?
Whenever you guys want to fit it in, this is your show, Derek.
I know. Hey, Josie, you can go follow him if you want. Josie BM is trying to get Nightbot to join. Nightbot, everyone in the chat, Nightbot is a what is that? A bot. I'm going to switch up my bot soon. Okay, so Stanley's ready to come up here.
Good luck this evening, Hook and Hunt TV. Hope you get some coyotes.
Oh, man, that'd be absolutely awesome. Yeah, you should go back and check out my trapping show.
Strung Out Outdoors. His website is basscamoapparel.com.
Yeah, I need to get a bot saying that. He's up here enough. I should probably advertise him.
Come on there. You see me?
Hey, Stanley, how you doing?
What's up, guys? Good to see you. Appreciate y'all having me on this morning, man.
You're welcome, man. I always having you up here.
I don't know what it is. You know, we do a live stream at night and everything looks just fine. And then I come on a Saturday morning and my lighting is just terrible in here. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah. Hey, at the end of the show, email me the time that you do your show because I'm going to start building a background, which is before my show starts, like a time, and I'll put down everyone's live streams where they start, and for everyone can find different channels to go to.
Cool, like a programming schedule. That is an awesome idea.
Yeah, so if you'd leave me that little thing there, and we'll do that.
You know, that's a really smooth idea, Cole, because if everybody got on board with like a little bit of a content thing, I've thought that for like a year, didn't know how to put it together. But if you had it set up where this guy had this block, this guy had this block, you know, and so on and so forth, and you could lead the viewers on that, that helps your, you don't get watch time out of that, but you do get credit for having kept people on platform.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
So that is one thing which I'm trying to put together, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. Almost as awesome as going out there and doing some saltwater fishing.
Yeah, that's going to be fun, man. I've got some ideas on that. We're going to have a good time.
We just need to come up with a way to send home the fish I catch.
Smoke it, man. That's my thought.
Yeah.
A lot of different ways to do it, but that's one way.
What do you guys think you're going to target? What kind of species?
I don't know.
Yeah, you know, I don't target I try to keep my targets open, because every day is a different day down here. You could have muddy water, you go for one thing. You could have crystal clear water, you go for something else. So it's real weather dependent.
I know what the wife likes. She likes Mai Mai.
That's a tough one. We don't we get mahi, but that's one like you need the right conditions for it. You need weed lines. You need to go a good ways offshore for that. That's probably not going to happen that time of year.
Okay.
But we'll get stuff like it. We'll get stuff like it. Might get some Spanish mackerel. We might get bonita, things like that. Real similar.
Yeah, I need to start looking in to see how much it's going to cost me for a license for out of state and saltwater.
It's not that much.
If you have bonita, you probably have albacore then too.
We don't have albacore. We got the other ones. We got yellowfin, blackfin.
Yeah. Okay,
that's a good ways offshore, though.
Yeah.
Bonita will come right inshore. You'll see bonita 5-8 miles offshore.
Yeah, I think it'll be absolutely interesting. How good a reception do you get offshore a little bit?
None.
Okay. So I'll be making a video for that.
Yeah, you can film. You're not going to be able to live stream.
Eric's mind goes right to live stream.
Yeah, right.
Well, I do a lot of it live stream now just because, like the unboxing yesterday, it's easier just to turn on the webcam and make the video.
Yeah. Yeah, you get offshore down here, you still got to put the work in. You're going to have to – I looked into a live view. I asked them at a conference a while back, right in front of everybody. It was hilarious. I asked them if I needed the best setup they had. I wanted to know what the best deal, because I wanted to be able to live stream offshore. And they said, okay, well, what do you need? Let's see what we got. This is a question in front of about 700 people. And I said, well, I need to take that thing where nobody else has ever been before. And they're like, okay, well, like what kind of distance are we talking about? I was like, let's talk, get me something that'll work 700 miles offshore. And she froze. There's nothing available for that kind of thing.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't got it.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely love the background I made on it in like less than 30 minutes, but I don't think a lot of people realize how much time it takes to make a background like this.
Yeah.
Is Goobert still in here?
No, he cut out.
Oh.
Are you asking about some of Goober's amazing thumbnails that he's been having?
Oh, yeah. You been making them for him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plugging myself a little.
Yeah, I haven't been making my own. I haven't been making thumbnails. I need to go back and do it.
Yeah, I loved J&C's banner you made for him.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That was fun. That was I got to play around with that. That was just a fun project.
UFO builder came. He said, "Get SATCOM military satellite." Oh, that's a good one. I've used a phone on that before.
Good morning, the Mitten Dad.
Yeah, the Mitten Dad, guys. Make sure you guys are checking the Mitten Dad out. And we have the ice fishing tournament coming up next Saturday. 7 days, guys, to the ice fishing tournament. That's crazy.
Hey, Rachel, can I borrow your phone for a second? All right, never mind. I was trying to find a way to check out the chat. I can't do it on here. I was going to steal my wife's phone, but I can't do it.
Oh. Yeah, we just need me and the wife need to sit down, figure out what the exact dates we're going to be there, and then from there we'll work out our staying, where we're going to stay and all that.
Yeah, let me know. My wife does a really good job finding deals on hotels and stuff. We'll probably do the same. We'll get a hotel, Airbnb or something in Port A. It'd be my suggestion, but we'll figure it out and let me know, because she can help find a good deal. That's how we manage control.
Hey, Josie, thinks Nightbot's a troll.
Get him, Josie. Get him. I saw what he was saying about you, Josie.
I'm Hooked TV was asking, what are you giving away or what are you winning at the ice fishing tournament, Derek?
Well, I still don't have accurate numbers of who's going to be there, so it's really hard to go ask sponsors what they're going to get, what they're going to give you. But Ken said he's going to give away one of his play buttons for the winner.
Cool.
So yeah, at least a play button.
Giving away. Why don't we pull our decal winner? What do you think?
Let's do it.
Okay, we can do it.
I am in on this, right? Like I have an entry.
I believe you are, Stanley. I saw all the names this morning, wrote them down, cut them all up, and yes.
Did you do that thing I told you with mine to make sure, you know?
Oh, bend all the corners.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I'll feel it and pull your name, right?
That's it. That's it.
Let me put it up here.
Now watch this. Stanley Orchard's going to get you pulled out.
Let me make sure I got one.
Well, Stanley's already won some decoys today.
It's my day. I'm on a roll.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh my God. It just doesn't happen like this.
Oh, what's it say?
Me?
Grant. Oh, Grant won.
You gotta be kidding me.
That is not how you spell Stanley Orchard.
That is crazy. I cannot believe that. I mean, that's nuts.
See, I wasn't going over there and enter, but
that is so nuts. Well,
So
Grant
really
McIntosh, send us your information and we will get that decal out to you right away.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Hey, you guys
Congratulations, Grant.
on VFS Outdoors night. Yeah, I won a trap.
That's funny.
Coming your way.
Oh, we're doing decoy hold ups? My decoy's right here somewhere.
Thank you, everybody, for getting us to 450 subscribers. That was part of that giveaway. We're going to take the next few days and we're going to evaluate and contact and talk to some prospective Prostaff interns for the upcoming season. We're going to do it 3 times. We're going to pull one person from last week's video, and then we're going to do it 2 more times. So stay with us. Check in, subscribe, comment, and there's going to be some lucky winners and some Prostaff interns coming up.
And you can win one of these guys.
Yep, we got 3 of those going out.
This and this side's FDM Prostaff on there, guys. That's what the Prostaff hat looks like.
Yep. Legit Flex Fit brand. Nice hat.
Yeah, and can you guys believe I'm already over? I'm at 1,704 right now.
That's the lost one today.
Thank you, Mosier boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call. I'm gonna get a hold of Gil Skills. I'm gonna see if I can get him on the show for the 28th.
You know, I didn't see him for the first time until this week. I'd seen him in chat and everywhere else, but I hadn't seen his channel until this week. I was real behind. That's a gem, man. That's a diamond in the rough channel.
Yeah, when I was talking to him at the beginning of the month, I asked him, "Do you think I'll hit 2K by the end of the month?" He said, "Well, you'll probably hit it in June or July."
Cool.
Gil Skills.
Yeah, aren't you doing like 300 a month right now?
I'm doing more than that.
Yeah.
I started this month off at what was it, 1,100 and something, and I'm at 1,704 right now, and it's not the end of the month. So I'm doing about 800 a month right now.
Nice.
Which is insane.
What are you doing to obviously the live stream? I realize you're getting a lot from that. What are you doing outside of live streams that you find effective?
What do I find effective on growing your channel?
Yeah.
Is creating your own little communities and making sure you're always somewhere new. Staying in the same community over and over and over doesn't do you any good. You go out and you reach out to other big channels, and then you do that. And then having this morning show, I think, really helps.
Mm.
Papa Rome says, I pay everyone to come here. And having like that Trapper special show, I've picked up some from Papa Rome's by advertising that. When we had that professional bass fisherman on, picked up people there from him advertising. And I have great content coming up. I have things I want to announce yet, which I'm kind of waiting on. It's like I'm going to put on a junior bass tournament coming June, and I'm going to go with the. We're going to take the. We're going to pick a day in June, and if you're under 18, you can enter it, and we'll figure out what we're going to give away for that. Probably some lures or something, and we'll get the younger community involved doing that. I'm still putting together the exacts for that, so I have a lot of stuff going on. I'm always planning new shows.
I think having yourself across different social media pages also helps.
Yeah, that does help. But honestly, I advertise these shows every single day, and I don't pick up that many people coming from Twitter over. Honestly, I get my guests from over on Twitter, but I don't really get a lot of people who can't come over here from Twitter to watch my show. As bad as that sounds.
You do any forums or anything outside of social media?
I'm going to be putting on a podcast starting next month early.
Yeah.
So we're going to start having a podcast on top of all this craziness I'm doing now. So things are coming together, and it's coming together really fast.
Have you figured out any way to add more hours to your day for your workload, which just seems to grow and grow and grow? I want that tip.
As you become as you get better with these platforms, your skills actually increase. And when it increases, like I can put my OBS background now in less than 20 minutes. And before it used to take me 3 hours to build it, but keeping up with you prioritize stuff, and you take this is your priority. This is what you're doing at this time, and you go and do that. Like after I get off of here at noon, that's the time I go and I look for other places to grow.
Mm-hmm. I'm similar approach.
And my goal is to hit 2K by the end of this month. So. And I love it when people go out and share my stuff out because it helps so much. And then I've also been spending time with, like, you go into like FLW when they're advertising their stuff, they get 4,000 people in there. I'll go in there, I'll click a random channel, I'll go in there, I'll leave a comment, I found them there, and invite them to the show. Tell them I'm going to get them, I'll help them grow their channel by 40 to 50 people. And that brings people in that way. So you do that 50, 60 times in a day. And usually a lot of times they'll hit you back up and then come in.
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, Papa Rome's, go catch me something off your trap line, man. And Josie's just having a lot of fun with that night pot.
Get him, Josie. Don't let him do that.
I'll be right back, guys, in a second.
Glad you got your issue figured out last night, Papa Rome's. Gave me a good laugh.
What did he have?
He messaged me on Instagram. He's like, "Hey, are you a moderator for Farmall?" And I was like, "No, what's up?" He's like, "Somebody hid me." And it was like a second later. Never mind. I realized I was signed out of my YouTube. That's funny. So what you got going on, Stanley? You got any fishing plans or?
We're playing it by ear. This weekend is the first weekend I've had off since Cozumel, and Rachel's a little under the weather, but we're going to see about maybe trying to get some stuff done today. Maybe head out and see if we can't get something. Keep my fingers crossed on that.
Where are you located, Stanley?
We're outside of Corpus Christi, Texas, on the Gulf Coast.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love it. It's beautiful.
Hey, Stanley, you're going to contact Centennial and give me your stuff over there, or do you want me to do it?
I got let me see. I would like some contact. Just point me in the right direction of how I need to get a hold of him.
Okay, I'll send you an email with his email address.
Okay, that'll work.
I have your email, so I can just email his email address, and you can just email him directly.
Yeah, I appreciate you moderating that for me.
You're welcome. Yeah, and you were lucky. You were the exact. Jeff picked 16. I counted down 16.
I didn't even know what was going on. I just saw people throwing numbers. I was like, well, I'll put a number.
Well, I did it differently. The way I did it was I just asked for a number and then I opened up the participants. And then at that point, I had a way I can just pick someone that was in here and do it randomly.
We're putting down numbers that they've seen on a couple other sites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to make it fair because some people, they've learned how to cheat the system.
You're always going to get that.
Yeah.
Okay, Cooper Rose needs a shout out. He needs one more to hit 160, but who cares about 160? Let's get him to 200, guys. Everyone go over there and make sure you have him. That's for a shout out. You get one shout out per game per show.
And if you don't accomplish your 200, that's on you.
Jeff, you want me to email you at support?
Take it?
You want me to email you at the support@basscamo.net?
Yeah, or any of the you're on all my social pages. Message either way.
All right.
Yeah, anyways comfortable for you, and we'll get that right out to you.
Yeah, it don't matter to me. I can do it on Twitter.
Yeah. Send me a direct message on Twitter.
Okay.
And Nightbot's about to go away, guys. He's about to be replaced with a different bot. Wow, we only got 39 thumbs up today, guys. That's insane. Usually by now I got like 60.
People are out fishing or something.
That's exactly right. We're starting to get good weather.
Yeah, it's a nice day here in the Northeast. I'm surprised. I thought today wasn't going to be the best of the 2 days, Saturday, Sunday. Plus, it's a long weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Sundays are always really slow because I have to compete with God.
Yeah, we got freezing rain and snow last night, so it's nasty here.
Okay. Hey, I'm Hook TV asked for a shout out for Grant. Everybody, make sure you go out and check out my co-host of the show. He is here every single day for your viewing pleasure. Check out Grant McIntosh. New mic coming soon, guys. I think it might be here today. I'll have a mic.
Papa Road. We are central Massachusetts, not too far from the New Hampshire border. We do a lot of fishing, Connecticut to Maine.
Yeah, and one thing which I have coming up, I mean, I got the tournament just coming up, and I'm going to be spending 4 days here, guys. I'm going to have Cycle Ghost Trackers in the house.
That's always a good one to have on. That guy's good at what he does.
I mean, I don't mean on here. I mean in the house.
Oh, nice.
Touchy-feely in the house.
Literally in the house. He's going to be sitting up here on my side of the cam. He's going to be giving me some new editing software.
Strung Out Outdoors. He's letting me have it over the Boston accent.
Yeah, and I'd like if you guys would, you'd email me for show ideas for coming up shows, and if you would, it's right here's my email, everyone. It's my maybe if I can type. All right, there's my email, guys. Everyone, make sure you email me show ideas. You know, I need to make a Kohl Outdoors on email.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll get on that today at some point. And we have a saltwater show coming up. I'm going to try to put it together next week. Get a hold of I got Stanley right here, but I need to get a hold of what was his name? The other guy.
Other guy. Love that channel.
But yeah, that's a big channel. It's almost like in the Army, you have a guy that everyone's always looking for.
How are you? What's made?
Let me see here. Lonesome Knot, and you get a hold of him and see what day works for him and see if we can get it to work together. And we're going to have a saltwater show. We're going to talk about different saltwater type of fishing, hopefully next week. And plus, I'm going to send out some fewer emails to more companies, see if I can get more companies interested in coming on. And I'm going to send some out to some professional bass fishermen. I'm going to try to get an actual bass member and an FLW guy up in the next couple months.
You know what day you're doing that saltwater show?
I got to work with you, and I want to make sure it works out with Stanley, with you and Lonesome Knot. I'm going to try to get it to work out perfectly.
All right, cool.
So I just you just need to coordinate just a little bit and make sure it works out.
Yeah, I got you.
And Papa Rome's does have a great channel, guys. You guys need to check out Papa Rome's. If you don't know Papa Rome's, you're missing out.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Connected with him.
What's going on? Yeah.
Bass Camo, I know you guys are obviously you got you're going with the bass and the freshwater, but you guys do any saltwater?
Yes, and as you know, bass goes across a lot of different formats. Saltwater, stripers, rock bass, smallmouth, largemouth. And not just bass. We love all species of getting out there and fishing. Bass fishing isn't always hot. I mean, so changing up and catching something else is what I'm all about when I'm out there. I love just to catch the biggest species I can that day.
Yeah, I hear you on that. Yeah, I got a funny one for you. My brother lives up in Vermont, up in your area.
Yep.
And we live down here in South Texas, and he moved up that way. And probably on his third day there, it snowed. And that was his first experience with a big winter snowstorm kind of a thing. And he was walking down the street and found a pompano on the curb with a cigarette sticking out of its mouth, just randomly sitting on the side of the street. Pompano being a tropical saltwater fish that we find down here, not something you find in a snowstorm in Vermont.
Sounds like somebody was being Vermont silly.
It's kind of funny. I'm trying to make it work with A&J, but he's going to a wedding up here in Michigan. It's kind of funny. He's going to be here on Saturday, the same day as the ice fishing tournament. And I'm pretty sure I know which hotel he's going to, and I'm literally going to be about 200 feet behind the hotel fishing. So if he doesn't come down and say hi.
He lives right down, he's in my area. We're probably an hour away from each other, which is not far. Texas, it's 12 hours every direction you go.
I know.
So that's a really close proximity. And I keep telling him we're going to do something. We're going to get together. It's not a setting up thing. It's just like, this is just going to happen. And we kind of laugh about it. Now it's like, okay, it hadn't happened yet. So I'm just going to show up one day when you're at the beach and just video bomb you from, next time I see you out there.
Yeah, and A&J Outdoors, he's a great channel, guys. If you guys don't know what A&J Outdoors, you're missing out.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite channels.
Yeah.
Papa Rome's Outdoors. If you make your way to Horseneck Beach this summer, let me know in advance. We go out to Good Harbor Beach a few times during the summer. I know you're going to be out that way. I'll bring the surf rods and we'll make a day of it.
Nice.
Yeah, and honestly, I've never done any saltwater fishing, so it'll be a new experience for me.
I don't do a whole heck of a lot of it, but when I get the chance, I get all jacked up about it because it's just different species.
You guys see that contract behind Bass Camel? You guys want one of those, don't you?
I do.
Me too.
We got a lot more to come. We're gonna go after our 500 subscriptions in the next week. Right around there, we're gonna make another video heading for 500 subscribers, and we are going to up the ante in the decal family, as well as our second Prostaff intern will also be selected in that video.
Oh, I want the decal, but I really can't do the I really can't do the Prostaff though.
You support us just great, Derek. Don't worry about that whole title of Prostaff stuff.
I know.
You know, I got to say something on that because that stands out to me. I have had the Prostaff conversation with a couple of different companies.
Yeah.
And I was, after I think it's been 3 conversations. And after those conversations, I was really, really turned off to that idea. It was, every conversation I had was a really raw deal. I saw you talking about yours the last time you were on here, and I got to commend you guys for doing that right. That's people are mucking up the waters with it. You guys are doing it right. Good job on that.
Thank you. There's just a lot of companies that think you got to put up some money to help a company out, and that's just not the way it should be. I've been on that other side of the coin, and I want to treat people that support our brand in a positive way. They're going out wearing your gear. They're talking up your brand. And if they enjoy fishing and they want to incorporate your brand into their fishing and just share pictures and video and get them to us, we're going to offer you free gear for doing that. That's the way we operate. No discounts, no putting money up. That's how we want to operate.
Yeah. You know, it doesn't take much. It does not take much, but I had a conversation where it was, you know, one of them was they wanted you to spend like $750, $1,000. And if you spent $750, if you spent $1,000, you're allowed to use the brand in your video, but you have to use it in every video for a certain amount of time. And the video can only have certain, like, you're spending money to castrate your own videos.
Yeah. The only thing we ask is when we put out that gear to people that want to support us is, you know, don't like support multiple apparel brands if you're tied to us, because it just shows a disingenuous a feeling, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's like I've done the Prostaff too when I was fishing tournaments all the time, and you can get tied down with some of those, and it's pretty bad. Depending on who you're pro-staffing with.
Yeah, we want to keep it light, friendly, fun. That's what fishing's about. You're supposed to go out and have fun and do what you love doing. If you love our brand, we just ask you to incorporate it in your something you love doing.
Yeah, exactly right. Gentlemen, my apologies. Sorry, Cole, didn't mean to interrupt you there, man. I'm afraid my battery is dying here. It looks like my phone is going to be down for the long haul for today.
We only got half an hour left in the show.
Great to meet you, Stanley.
Man, absolute pleasure being with all you guys. I love everything that you all do. Grant, always a pleasure, sir. Bass Camel, good luck. I'll be looking forward to your 500 subscriber thing. And Cole, I'll send you an email here real quick as soon as I get my phone charged back up, and then we'll start making our plans for our awesome saltwater getaway we're going to be doing later this year.
Oh, that'll be absolutely awesome, and it's going to be one of those great days, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, we just need to make sure we have something for Charlene to do that day if she doesn't get bored.
I got you. I got you on that, man. I got you covered.
Okay.
Hey, you guys have a great day. Thank you again for having me, guys.
Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Or actually, Stanley later. We're not going anywhere yet.
Oh, what'd I just do? I screwed it up.
I'll help you out, man.
I don't know what I'm doing.
There you go. I helped you, Stanley. Oh, that was absolutely awesome having Stanley up here, guys. And who wants to come up here and talk to Bass Camel? I know we have lots of people who want to have a intern pro staff.
That Mosier boy asked Bass Camo intern ? Like he hadn't heard of it. If you want to explain it again, Jeff.
Okay. The internship video, sweepstakes video that's up right now on our channel, you can almost say that one is closed for the one opportunity. We have 2 more opportunities to come. We will release a new video probably within the week on, let's say, at opportunity 2. If you watch that video, you're going to have a good idea of the total 3 opportunities that we're doing. it comes down to is you're going to get a 1-year season internship with Bass Camo Apparel just by commenting on the video. So wait for the new one to come out. Opportunity 2 of the Prostaff sweepstakes. We're going to give away a Prostaff edition Flex Fit lid. We're doing it 3 times, and it's going to allow people a free year without any purchase necessary. Put this hat on, get out there, do your fishing, or anything that you want to do wearing this hat to promote the brand and show us what you could add to the Bass Camo team in the following year. We're going to select and go through the interns and see who really showed us what they got and wants to be on this team for the future.
Oh, yeah. And, well, I'm going to try to get out your way too, Jeff. We'll see if I can get that to line up. But I'm going to do some KBF events if I get my kayak, and I'm going to go up and around and fish them up towards New York and that too.
Yeah. You're not the only one, I will say, considering this KBF thing, because some of my staff deserves, let's say, a little extra in the department from us. And I am thinking about doing something special for a couple of my staffers this upcoming season. And it revolves around the KBF.
Okay, Crash Bandy K. Go over to bassapparel.com, and that's where you can buy all of his great Bass Camo merchandise, guys.
Thank you, Crash.
I don't have a link handy right now. I'd put the link in. Hey, Grant, Bass Apparel's on link.
I can get it.
Crash Bandy, you're going to find 100% ring spun cotton t-shirts with the full logo on the back in DTG, really sharp looking. Our friend Mike Albright, he's got a new hat, and maybe I put in a couple small little tokens of my appreciation with that. That's coming up soon.
Yeah, Mike was on earlier, and
yeah, his order went out like next day too, so he should. I bet he sees it. I bet he sees it Tuesday because of the holiday Monday.
Yeah. It seems to take forever to get my Bass Camo stuff.
Yeah, I think you rotated into a following almost 3-4 days later with shipments that went out. We try not to go to the post office every day. We could if we wanted to, but we try to bulk up sometimes a couple days worth of orders and then make a trip.
Oh, you can set it up for the post office comes to you, right?
Yeah, but some of us have a corporate job during the day too, my friend.
Yeah, I'm a personal trainer during the day, so
that makes sense.
About 4:30 in the morning, I have to work. It's kind of funny though. I mean, I make enough money just doing one training session to get me through, especially with my retirement from the military.
Nice. What branch were you in, Derek?
What? I was in the Army.
Awesome.
And I'm about to be monetized here shortly, guys. It'll be absolutely awesome. I can't believe how fast my channel has grown.
You get the chance, Derek, take that T-shirt that you got from us and look at that logo closely. You're going to see some military feeling in there.
Oh yeah, I've already seen it in there.
It gets people right where it counts, because my wife's family background is full military, World War II, Vietnam, and that was part of the logo making when we were putting it all together.
Look at that, Crash Bandy K said, that fish looks so cool, Bass Camo. I would totally wear one.
Yeah. It's sometimes hard to get it across, whether it's social media pictures or whatever, but in person, our live shows or anything like that, the stuff just as soon as it gets in people's hands, they want it, and they call family members over to look at it, and then they get some. It goes really well in person.
Oh, Andrew Fisherman says, I might be monetized by the end of the century, provided that YouTube doesn't keep moving the goalpost. Well, I think with Article 13, I think a lot of that moving the goalpost is going to go away. Oh, thank you, Van Coco. If you guys could bring in more people over here to Kohl Outdoors, especially in the hunting and fishing, that'd be absolutely awesome. We'll be running a later show, earlier show on Sunday. So tomorrow, I'll probably be on from 8 to 10. And then I'll come back live from Walmart after that.
I probably won't wake up for that tomorrow because we're having the drinking game tonight again on Strung Out Outdoors.
Who's going to win? Who won last time?
It was a tie between me and Strung Out. We both made it to 5 a.m.
That was the drink.
Wow. Hi, buddy.
It's Ranger. Just flavored water.
Are you ready for bed?
Give you guys a little teaser on our 500th subscriber goal. We did the small decal on the 450, so we're a little less than 50 away from 500. So we think that's a pretty big milestone. So I think we got to go a little bigger. We're going to go with the 8-inch Bass Camo 3M premium vinyl decal. We're going to go with its baby brother, the 4-inch 3M premium vinyl decal. We're going to put in this one, the 3M Bass Camo tactical fishing decal. So you're going to get the whole family of decals from Bass Camo in our 500th subscriber giveaway. Plus, we're going to add the second opportunity of the Prostaff internship. So get your friends over to Bass Camo, subscribe, and comment, and we're going to put everybody back in the hat again and pull the whole decal family.
Yeah, I'd like one of those 8-inch.
They're pretty sweet.
I might have to go look and see how much one costs. Oh, this has been absolutely great. I think we've had a great show, and I think people have had a chance to learn today.
Oh, yeah.
The decoy segment was awesome.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I do awesome segments every single time I have a guest up here. And I try to keep it down to like an hour the first time. Because we could still be having them going up here, but I feel if I don't interact with the people on the side over here some during the show, that they just won't come back. If you ever wondered why I try to calm down to an hour. And I think June would be an awesome time to get them to come back here. Hey, welcome back, Rocky Top, Florida. You bring some friends? Yeah, I found him yesterday as a young man. He was fishing and he was doing some bass fishing, and I popped into his stream and then brought him my society to help him out a little bit. I told him I'd give him to 100 today when he came in, and guess what? He's over 100. It's amazing how fast I can make a brand new channel to this site, to this family grow. I think Grant's busy.
I'm frying some bacon.
I think he's making the little woman some breakfast.
My son, it's Saturday, so he's home.
Oh, yeah? One of these days, we should just let our kids run a stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely funny. Oh, there's your boy, the decoy, decal.
Decoy.
Now back to decoys.
I'm gonna mute myself so I can peel his eggs real quick.
Okay. Kohl Outdoors, that's because you're awesome. Oh, thanks. Oh. BA Land, Cuckoo. Let me make sure I still have you. YouTube likes to take me away from people for some reason. I watch like 2 or 3 videos.
Thank you, Mosier boy.
Yeah. And I don't even run this like a support stream even. I pretty much let you guys interact over there to a certain extent and give you guys a good show.
I think anytime people get to know people on the other end of a name on social media, it's a great way to get to know people and feel better about who you're connecting with.
I even got a troll to settle down the other day and interact. You want to talk about awesome?
I love to put a face with the name. I love that.
Oh, yeah? Hey, if I get my kayak going in that, I'll be running a lot of these tournaments up here. I can win them out of a regular boat. I know I can win them out of a kayak, too.
I tell you, Derek, what I've noticed the past couple of years with the introduction of expensive pedal kayaks, you almost have to entertain the thought of owning a pedal kayak because they cover a lot more water than a paddle guy.
Oh, I am definitely going to get a pedal one. My neck and back won't let me do the pedal or the paddle.
Paddle, yep. I've been in kayak fishing now for just about 8 years, and my native Watercraft Slayer 12, which is a paddle kayak, is decked out just how I love it. It's got everything around it. It's perfect seating and everything. But then when I go fishing with some of my buddies that have these brand new pedal systems, they just cover an extreme amount of water compared to me.
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting an Old Town pedal kayak.
What kind?
Old Town.
Yep. Like I think it's the Predator.
Yes.
Yep. Nice.
Those things will cover ground.
Yep.
Oh, why am I talking about Article 13? Article 13, something in Europe, you need to go research it. They're about to take YouTube out of almost all European countries. If you guys don't know what Article 13 is, make sure you guys go check that out as content creators. Are you familiar with Yes, it's a bit like talk radio. My podcast is coming up, guys. My podcast is going to be aired. The first one's going to be aired in 1st of March. As soon as my equipment gets here, I'm going to start creating my first podcast, and I'll create like 52 of them, so I'm a year ahead. I'll just upload them slowly up to iTunes. So you guys will be able to take Kohl Outdoors with you in the car and just listen to my podcast. Look at this. We're building way up. We have 15 people in here now. Article 13 is wrong. That's what Crash Bandy K said. Well, it's coming, guys. It's looking like the new format is going to pass, and it's even more strict than the original. Hey, Bass Cam, are you familiar with Article 13?
I am not.
Size Detective is competing today. Who do I watch? Oh, you're going to watch me, of course. My dad just got himself his first webcam and microphone, so he's just now learning how to use it.
Awesome. CYS Detective.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you like me because I'm a hustler like you? Yeah, I like to hustle. Yeah, I know some countries don't have freedom of speech. Most countries don't. The United States is one of the few countries in the world where you have a constitution saying you have freedom of speech. Why you guys don't realize that? I've been all over the world. You guys are so lucky to be here. If you're in the States, you're very, very lucky. Because it takes almost an act of God to get stuff taken out of the Constitution. From our freedom to bear arms to everything. It takes almost an act of God to get rid of it.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody for getting us to 450 YouTube subscribers the past week. And we're heading to 500 with some big stuff on board for the 500th giveaway. So look forward to all the new subscribers and friends. Thank you, Derek, Grant, for having me here today. I got a busy rest of the day. I'm going to go get ready for a big family pizza party today.
Okay, I want to thank you for coming, Jeff. And it was an honor having you up here, as always. And it's absolutely awesome having you up here all the time, man. You can come up anytime you want, most days.
I appreciate it very much. I like to know everybody out there, and especially the outdoor community folks. Just always such good people. Thank you, Grant. Congratulations.
Thank you. Looking forward to showing off that new decoy.
Hey, and Kohl Outdoors is growing every day, guys. This channel is coming huge. It's coming huge fast. And Grant McIntosh is going to catch up with me eventually. Hopefully he surpasses me.
Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. Enjoy. Be safe.
You too.
So we're going to go to a commercial break, and at the end of the break, we're going to go on to the last topic for the day, guys. So one last commercial break, and then we go back to the last topic of the day. And we are back, guys. Welcome back from the commercial break. And I'd like to let you guys know you guys can yourself get your own commercial on Kohl Outdoors. You just got to join the Patreon family and be in the $10 bracket. Your commercial will get played a couple times per show, and it's worth it, guys. I mean, a lot of times there's 50 channels in here, and I'm trying to come up with a way to get links put in there for the people in the commercials, but I want to thank you guys for coming, guys. It's absolutely an honor to have you guys here all the time. We have people like Fishing CT and Killdeer that are here every single day. And how you doing, Mercy? Go and Google it. You'll find it. You'll find a bunch of news articles on it on VA Land. Maybe later, maybe sometime I'll sit down and have it live stream about Article 13. The whole entire, and I think with Article 13, YouTube will be changing its goalpost actually, and I think it's going to be going down. What is Grant doing? I think he's eating.
Yeah, I was typing into. I'm cooking some breakfast for myself and my son. What's up, Yankee Frank? Hope you had a good birthday.
And so tomorrow we're going to be a little early. We're going to be about 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. And then I have to take and supervise something, and I'll be back on at probably like 11 at Walmart. Probably like 12 at Walmart.
Michael Murphy said, and me, please.
Add me, huh? 2 + 2 = 4. I don't know why people want to do add when they can multiply. Because you go up a lot faster if you multiply.
So you're going live at 8 your time tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I definitely will still be asleep. I might have probably only been asleep for a couple hours by then.
Yeah, that's okay. It's just I have stuff to do at 11, and I can't be in 2 places at one time.
Right.
And my hours are going up thanks to all you great people. And I'm going to guess sometime next week I'm going to hit 4K for my hours.
Oh, you're getting close.
I was at 32.85 today. So with this show here, I'm up a little bit more. So I'm going to go find us a place to raid. I think I know where we're going to raid already. Let me open myself a thing up and go. It's going to take a few seconds, guys.
Video on Sunday, okay, Rachel?
It's been absolutely an honor having you guys here. I've enjoyed every second of it, guys. Make sure I get this muted. Andrew's over there. We're gonna go. We're gonna raid my dad, actually, guys. We're gonna do that in a few minutes here. He needs to get his lighting fixed. We got 3 people watching him. Wow.
Got some bacon there, the Mosier boy. Oh yeah, Killdeer. I will be. I don't know about hungover, but I will definitely not be wanting to get up that early.
Yeah, the only reason I'm doing that is I have things I have to get done.
Oh, I got you. It's all good.
And I'm gonna look at buying a new webcam tomorrow. This webcam's getting ready to go in the garbage. That's what I've been fighting with all day, guys. It's been the webcam I've been fighting with. It's not the OBS I'm fighting with, it's the webcam. Yeah, James, I've already got his link. I'm gonna go over and visit I'm gonna go visit him after we're done. We're gonna go raid him. I'm actually in there right now.
Can't do the bacon on being diabetic.
Oh yeah, good. It's not good at all. So I think we had a really good show today, guys.
I agree.
Hey, Weekend Warrior Outdoors, welcome. Considering that I wasn't really ready. Considering I wasn't really ready to do this show because it popped out of. Good thing I had a reminder set.
Right.
Because I would have never got everything up and going. And I think it looked. I think even the background looked good considering how much time I used to get ready.
At least do that one.
I honestly thought he was next week.
Who is our next guest coming up?
We had the Catfish show on Wednesday, which PD Fishing is supposed to be tell me who's our guest. Kind of doing the Catfish weekly now.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of them saying they want it, so.
Yeah.
If they want it, why not?
Right.
And Weekend Warrior Outdoors is a great channel, guys. Make sure you check out Weekend Warrior Outdoors.
No doubt.
My dad's trying to figure out how to work his live stream. Okay. Well, if James, you're there right now. Tell him to turn the light on so we can see him.
Who's the new citizen?
Yes, you can ask a question real fast. We have 6 minutes left of the show. Oh, young Peyton Manning, huh? Grant's concentrating on cooking while being involved here. Multitasking, and I'm invisible, guys. Look at this. I don't know why he's doing that with blue. See, I could wear just green, and that'd be just a floating head up here, guys.
Yeah. Hopefully your dad's not trying to compete with you while you're live.
I don't think so.
I'm joking. Well, I seen Ken went live at like 10 o'clock. He never stopped in today.
Yeah, he did. He was in the first show.
Oh, he wasn't in the second show.
Yeah. He was figuring out his webcam today.
Oh, okay.
And Bass and Binks. How you doing, Bass and Binks? Yeah, he did. We got him over 100. It's amazing what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
And Grant was absolutely awesome coming up here again. He's always awesome. Hey, what's up, North Fork Lures? Look at that. We still got more people coming in.
Got 50 likes.
50 likes. The old thumbs down.
Crazy, no?
So, we're going to go raid him in a second, Johnny T. Cash. Or John T. Cash. Yeah, we're going to raid him in about 4 minutes, guys. Just finishing up the show here, relaxing. I need to outsource my EXO thing, part of my video, because I'd love to have an EXO video. Like my new boots? Yes, I do. I don't know who you're talking to. Oh, yeah, he was an absolutely awesome kid, but he needs to learn to keep his live streams up, even if he doesn't catch anything. Danielle, Danny T, welcome.
How's it going, Danielle? Hadn't seen you in a while.
Jason. Yeah, James, we're going to go over there. We're going to raid him at the end of this. But he needs to put a light in that room because it's really dark. Grant's looking at it, thinking the same thing. You know what I could do, guys? Watch this. We're just going to have a little bit of fun. We always start doing this before we raid people from now on. Let's see what he's doing. Oh. There's we have him up on we are watching both of them at the same time now. I don't even think he knows we're doing this. We're kind of spying in on him.
Some of you guys already gone over there.
Oh, yeah? I know Andrew Fisherman did. Can't you guys wait 2 minutes? Oh, he's buffering, guys. Uh-oh, that's no good. There, I don't know if he realizes we're watching him.
I have the one rattlesnake here in Michigan. I'll see too many of them.
So we're gonna head over there in about a minute. You can always tell someone when you're doing the very first live stream, guys.
Buy a hook, what's up?
Hey, buy a hook! They're a great channel, guys. We have about 40 seconds left, so we're gonna go over it. We're gonna check out. We're gonna go show him support. Make sure you hit his red button in there. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. All those great things, and hopefully he doesn't buffer completely out before we get there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll let Grant say bye because I know he likes saying bye, and I always cut him off.
Have a great day, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.
Often you see them kind of snakes down there, and boy or Moiser boy, I can't pronounce it.
And have a good day, everybody. Let's go over there and raid.